Hi, Paul.
Hi.
Welcome.
Thanks. Is this on? Are we starting?
This is another. You're the video guy.
Usually I say go. Nobody's saying go.
And that is another reason why to call Paul. Paul of Uno Deuce Multimedia. Of course you can shoot your own video, but think of how complicated it is to frame the shot, make sure the volume's working, make sure that you're hitting record, and all those things.
Just kidding.
I did that once.
I've never done that ever in my entire career. Never. I record everything, just in case.
We are in the, what did I call it? The kitchen? The studios of Uno Deuce Multimedia, located in Rio Town, 1146 South Washington Avenue. And we're talking to the owner of Uno Deuce Multimedia. When I talk about Lansing, Maine, I have to talk about Uno Deuce Multimedia because you're the driving force that has the video stuff that powers Lansing, Maine. So thank you.
You're welcome.
Appreciate that type of stuff and that support. And tell us a little bit about you. Let the people know about you, just real quick, and then your business.
About me, well, I've only lived in the Lansing area for about 6 years. Moved here 6 years ago. Best move of my life. Yeah, both personally and professionally. Really have grown my business over the last few years. Working with some great entrepreneurial, creative minds and telling great stories.
And that's what happens at Uno Deuce Multimedia. One company, twice the possibilities. So we're going to get into what's the Haps, and then we're going to talk to Paul a little bit later about his business specifically. But if you're interested in what goes on throughout the airwaves, you can check out the WKAR TV Public Forum. It's going to be on the FCC Spectrum auction, and that event is Monday, January 11th at 7 p.m. at the
January 4th.
Yes, I was thinking and reading two different things. It's on the 4th, which is on the Monday, and it's also on the 11th if you can't make the 4th. So it's on both Mondays.
Okay, fair enough.
And it is at the MSU campus, 404 Wilson Road, East Lansing, Michigan, 48824. Why is this important to you? You might lose your public radio, public TV. You might. It's very confusing. It's very complicated.
But you gotta support it.
You should support, but this is explaining to you what's happening with the spectrum, and the spectrum is part of the stuff that the airwaves go over that you rent from the government in order to get programming. So each station rents a part of the spectrum. Well, they're changing some aspects of the spectrum, and MSU has an opportunity to sell off some of that, generate some income, but it might mean that they lose WKR. So complicated.
There's always trade-offs, especially when it comes to the airwaves.
Yes.
Believe it or not.
So if you want to learn more about that, they have two forums, one Monday the 4th and one on Monday the 11th at 7 p.m. And this weekend is the first Saturday Broad Family Day at the Eli and Edith Broad Art Museum at Michigan State University. The address is 547 East Circle Drive, East Lansing, 48824. You get to it off Grand River and you turn that entrance right before Bogue Street, which I should have looked up, but I didn't. But you can. It's the big silver thing on the south side of the road.
That will soon be making an appearance in a big-time movie coming out this summer.
Oh, yeah. Batman versus that other man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Superman.
Super. He's super.
Super.
So the Farm Bureau Insurance is presenting a free and open first Saturday, Family Saturday, at the Eli and Edith Broad Museum. It's going to include scavenger hunts, hands-on projects, live music by St. Martha Strings Ensemble, and then there's family tour at 1 p.m.
Is this new? Is this a new thing?
This is an ongoing thing.
Really? I didn't know about the first.
See, that's what I'm talking about.
Okay.
We're learning here at Lansing, Maine.
We are.
But this also coincides with the first Sunday's Gallery Walk, which is happening all throughout Metro Lansing. You know, all the art galleries in Old Town, Catalyst, and what's the one right around the corner on Grand River? Kathy?
Absolute.
Absolute Gallery. you name it, it's open, it's happening.
Great Lakes Artworks.
And then Micah Gallery.
And even Saper Gallery in East Lansing.
That was on my tongue.
Of course
But
it was.
I guess most importantly, Happy New Year. Thank you for participating with all the Lansing Made stuff. We appreciate it greatly. And we hope you have a very safe and fun Happy New Year. And if you're interested, there's some art stuff. And we only had a couple of things to talk about this week. And that's where I go to you. If you have any suggestions, you can send them to suggestions@lansingmade.com. Cool. So if you know of some cool events, let us know. And we'd love to talk about it. And if you are an organization, we can talk about how you can promote some of your events on the What's the Haps and the What's the Haps with Kids with Cindy, which will come back next week.
Next week. Absolutely. Stay tuned for that.
Stay tuned for that because he's in charge of video. Because he's the video guy from where?
Introduce Multimedia.
And we can find you where?
1146 South Washington, physically or online at unoduce.com or on all the social networks.
Twitter,
Yep.
Facebook.
Twitter, Facebook, Instagram,
YouTube.
Pinterest,
You do have a YouTube.
especially YouTube.
Are you videos on YouTube? On that YouTube?
Might be.
All right, Paul. I really appreciate what you do.
Oh,
It's fantastic.
well, thank you.
You have been great for me personally and as well as business-wise. Appreciate that. So thanks for letting Lansing Made be in your mix.
Absolutely.
All right.
Always room for Lansing Made. Happy New Year.
Happy New Year.